Welcome to EMILAC online tutorial. Now before us is this circle geometry question, and it reads that in the diagram above, which is this, O is the center of the circle. Now DA is a tangent to the center at at A. Okay. Now find the values of x and y. So here we have x and y. Oh, sorry. These are A, B, and C. Okay. Now this is a tangent. That is DA is a tangent, and a tangent, okay, is a line, all right, that meets the circumference of a circle. Okay. And this is where it meets the circumference of the circle. Okay. Now I'm going to find x and y. X and y. So how do we go about it? First of all, now we have the center of the circle given. Now since this is the center of the circle and this line divides the circle into two equal parts, which now is semicircle, okay? And this line, okay, forms an angle, okay, at this part of the semicircle. And a law, or one of the circle theorem, says that angle formed in a semicircle is 90 degrees, okay, or an angle subtended from a semicircle is 90 degrees. Now what does that imply? That this angle that is formed by these two lines from the semicircle is 90 degrees. So we agree that here is 90 degrees. Okay. Now if here is 90 degrees, take note, it implies that this straight line, which we know that the sum of angle on a straight line, okay, is 180. So if here is 90, sorry, now automatically here is also what? 90. Okay. All right. So let's also consider this straight line from the center of the circle that meets the tangent at A. Now any line that is drawn from the center of the circle and meets a tangent, okay, is 90 degrees. Now the angle formed by that straight line is a right angle triangle. So which means that here is 90 as much as here also is what? 90. And if this part also is 90 and here is y, automatically here will be 90 minus what? Y. Okay. All right. We've gotten this angle here. We've gotten this angle, although with a variable. Now here we don't know. However, this is 35. Okay. We can actually get this angle in two ways. It's either we say this angle will be equals to 35. Why? Because this angle is vertically opposite to this angle. So here we have what? 35. So another way we can actually get 35 here is consider this straight line. Okay. Now since this is straight line and here is known to be 35, it means that here will be 180 minus 35. Okay. And the same thing also, consider wherever answer you get here, also equate it with 180 to find out the angle here, which will also definitely give us 35. All right. So at this point now we can see that triangle DCA now has a known angles, although this is having a variable y. So what then do? We'll sum up all the angles to give us what? 180, for us to find the value of what? Y. So let's come here. The 35 plus 90, which is this, now plus 90 minus y, all equals what? 180, because sum of angle in a triangle should give us what? 180. So when we sum up all this together, this should give us 180, and 180 plus 35, that should give us 180, 35. 180 plus 35, this is 512. Okay, so here you have what? 215 minus y equals what? 180. Okay, so at this point, now let us collect like terms. And by collecting like terms, it means 180 move over to the left hand side. And when it move over to the left hand side, it becomes what? Minus. Why? Because it's crossing an equal sign. Same thing as y. Okay, moving over to the right hand side. Now because y is having a negative sign here, as cross over the negative sign, it becomes what? Positive. So here we have 215 take away 180 equals what? Y. So at this point, our y will be 215 minus 180. 215 180, this is 5. Now this is that will be 3. So 35 degree. Okay, now if here is 35 degree, and take note, this is also a triangle. CACB is a triangle. So if here is 35, here is 90, then we should be able to find the value of what? X. So sum of angle in a triangle as usual. So here we have 35 plus 90 plus x all equals to what? 180. Now summing these together, this should give us 125. Now plus x equals what? 180. Alright, so at this point, let's collect like term, or let us subtract 125 from both sides. We end up having that x equals what? 180 minus what? 125. Okay, and this should give us 10 minus 5 here. We give us what? 5. Well, there is 7. 7 minus 2 give us what? 5. So y is 35 and x is 55. Thank you and God bless you.